Hi guys, it's Cashel Kelly here. I hope that last week you had an opportunity to revitalize or just continue on this journey of living your dreams. What we're going to talk about this week is fostering great relationships. Now remember, we are on a cycle of success and balance. We've done all these different steps. If you haven't had an opportunity to check out the videos before these, make sure you check them out so you can catch up with us. But now we're talking about fostering great relationships. Relationships make the world go round. Relationships, they take on many forms in our lives. We meet people every day. Relationships don't necessarily mean love relationships or always marriage. You have friendships, you have the sister-brother relationship, you have the co-worker relationship, you have just if you meet somebody in the local store, that's a relationship that you can form that can possibly be impactful to you. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. Think about all the relationships in your life. Do they make you better or do they make you bitter? That's what you really need to think about. Do you have people in your life that are making you feel as if you're celebrated or you feel like you're tolerated? That's another question I want you to ask yourself this week, is to evaluate all the relationships in your life. I absolutely love my girlfriends, and because I truly believe this in my heart, that girlfriends are like sisters. They are sisters that you've chosen. Even though I absolutely love the sister that God gave me, you know, girlfriends are sisters that you have personally chosen to be in your life and to celebrate your life. And friendships are a beautiful thing if you have the right friendships. If you have the right friendships, they can get you through life's toughest moments in life. And they're to be celebrated. I think a lot of times we spend too much time focusing on the people that do us wrong and the people that are no longer friends with us, or we talk about haters all the time, when we really don't take that energy and that time to really celebrate our friends. I'm very aware of times when I need to say I love you, even if it's through a text message, or even if it's to say I'm praying for you, or if I have something funny to say, if I need something funny to hear. I reach out to my friends in that regard and just let them know that I do care about them and appreciate them and love them. And so that's what is very important, that you make people feel appreciated. A lot of times people fall out and stop speaking and it hurts us when we have those relationships severed. And we really don't know how to be the bigger person or to say I'm sorry when people wrong us. And I think it's important when you're fostering great relationships to be able to extend that olive branch to people and to say that I was wrong, or let's do this over, or that didn't come out right, or you know what, I messed up. It's okay to say that. It's okay to just, you know, that's the good thing about true friends, is that they see your flaws, they know all your dirt, they know the things that could probably incriminate you, but they won't. And that's the beauty of having great relationships around. Making sure relationships are peaceful, making sure that you feel comfortable in your relationships at every step of your life, that you can evolve with a person. As we deal with this topic this week, fostering great relationships, I want you to write down all the relationships in your life. You know what? You don't have to show this to anybody. This is just for you. Or you can think about them, put them in your head. And I want you to really think about the feeling that that person brings to you. And even if you have to make a tough decision about, does this person serve me in my life? And let's be very clear that, you know what, you have to be forgiving in the sense of, a lot of times people want people to act and do the same things that they do, to be just like me. I don't need a bunch of me. I love that all of my friends are individuals and they're different and they offer something different to the relationship. A lot, and females have a tendency to do that, clicking up together because they're all alike, because they all dress alike, they talk alike, they do this alike, and you lose your sense of identity. If you want just a bunch of mini-me's running around, you lose your identity of who you are. I love that every last one of my girlfriends are different. And they give me something that I need at a particular time. And what's important for you to understand is that friendships are what I call the A, B, and C. That's the categories that you will always have a friend. The A, the B, and the C category. Your B friend is that friend, your ride or die, that you would go and do everything with. That's the person you do your dirt with. That's the person you tell everything to. That's your person that is your right-hand person, okay? Then you have your A friends. Your A friends are people that you look up to, okay? That you wouldn't necessarily share all the dirt that you do, but they're there for you in time of crisis. They're typically busy, so when you do grab an opportunity with them, you cherish that opportunity with them. You cherish that time with them because you know that it's going to be a profound experience talking to them. That's your A friends. Your C friends are people that see you as an A, and people that look up to you, people that telling them your business will completely shatter their life. So don't do that. So, but you got to understand what categories people are in your life. Sometimes we find friction in friendships because you're treating a B like an A like a C, and that's where it just doesn't work. Know who your friends are. So let's go back to you writing down. I want you to put an A, B, and a C on the piece of paper, and I want you to categorize your friends. And I want you to be honest, not so much as being judgmental, but being honest. You know, who can I talk to about this, and who can I not talk to about this, and how do I see this person in my life? I think that that's what makes my friendship so successful, because I know who's A, B, and C. And we have a good understanding about that, and when we all come together, because I do a birthday dinner every year for my girlfriends, and people say, well, why do you buy them gifts on your birthday? Because you know what, it's about me appreciating them. I don't spend a lot of time, you know, on happy hour every weekend with my friends. I go on different places with my friends, but when I do see them, I want it to be memorable, and I want them to know that I do not take it for granted of how they, in ways that they didn't even know, help me to grow and to be the person that I am, to how they encourage me when they don't even know that I need encouraging. They may say something. That's the importance of friendships. That's the importance of relationships. Having people in your life that when you can just live and you can mess up, but you know that this person doesn't care. This person is gonna be with me. They're not judging me. They're not making me feel like a horrible person. You know, that's a good friendship. That's a good relationship to have. Even in business, it's good to have good business relationships with people to where you can network and you can grow in that regard. Never burn your bridge. Never look at where people are right now in life, because let me tell you something, that person that you counted out today, that person could be the person that will give you your big break tomorrow. So every time you meet a person, be kind to people. Be considerate to people. Don't be a person that's nasty. Don't be a person that is judgmental and critical, because you never know when you're going to need a person in your life. You never know. And that person, the way you made them feel, they'll never forget it. People are people. Never categorize people based on what you think in your mind is beneath you or below you or whatever the case may be. That person can teach you something. You're never too old to learn from others. You're never too old to just to have a takeaway from anybody. That's a pet peeve of mine, to be honest with you. You know, it's just when people can't speak to other people or to talk to other people. You go out to eat and just have a conversation at the bar with somebody else. You are developing a relationship. You may not never talk to that person ever again in life, but that's a relationship that you've developed that can possibly take you a long way. And I've had it happen time and time again. Someone say, you know what, I remember talking to you in the grocery store, and I would never forget our conversation. It's all about relationships, people. You know, so I want you to do a couple of things for me. I definitely want you to categorize your friends by the A, B, and C. I want you to, next time you go somewhere, make sure that you speak to every person that you come in eye contact with. Engage with people. You never know that they can turn your whole day around if you're having a bad day. You never know who's there to bless you, to be a blessing to you, or you can be a blessing to them. And never burn a bridge. Never burn your bridges. And use social media. I have the most respect for some people on Facebook that I've never seen in person ever in my entire life. But we have done a great job of fostering great relationships through social media to where they have been just a ray of inspiration for me when you physically don't even talk to your friends. So I just want you to foster every single relationship in your life. If you need to say I'm sorry, say I'm sorry. If you need to pick up the phone and call someone and reconnect, do that. Do not let relationships fall by the wayside, because at the end of the day, money, things, material items cannot satisfy you in the way that a human touch in your relationships can. If you have family drama, fix it. It's not worth it. You get one family. They may not be all perfect, but they're the family that God gave you. If you need to make something right, don't let pride and ego stand in the way of you fostering great relationships in your life. Make things right. I know that that's a lot of homework this week in dealing with relationships, and I know that it can be very emotional for you, but just think about it and just repair those things that need to be repaired. Like, I don't dislike anybody. I get disappointed in people, but to dislike someone, no one should have that kind of power over you to where you say you dislike someone. Yeah, you get disappointed, but if something bothers you, don't go talk to another person about it and gossip about someone. Talk to that person, because you're gossiping and you are expressing this because you're hurt, because something bothers you. So recognize the offense that you have in you. No one has the power to offend you. Only you can be offended because the offense is already in you. So if you're a person always talking about other people, gossiping about who's wronged you, it's really an indictment on you and how you pick your friends and how you interact with your friends. Everything is not about everybody else. I don't have any complaints about my friends. I haven't been able to say that my entire life, but I think when you're always in a situation where it's chaotic and it's dramatic and this is going on and that's going on and you're talking about this one person and they're doing you wrong, I think you gotta sit back and say, you know what, I'm doing a poor job of choosing my friends and choosing my relationships, and you gotta eat that and say, I gotta do better with my friendships or my boyfriends or my girlfriends or whatever the case may be. So take responsibility on how you're choosing people in your life and nurture those people that you want to stay in your life. Make sure that those are good relationships. Make sure that you're fostering great relationships. So that's a whole lot to do this week, but I know that you can do it. And I look forward to you enjoying your relationships and fostering them to be the best relationships that they've been so far. Okay? Until next week, thank you. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube station. Leave comments for me below. Visit www.KashelKelly.com to sign up for updates. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and I look forward to our connection and you living your best life now.